everybody. I'm going to do a voiceover for this. This is some tornado damage that was in our area, and we tried to respectfully film the damage. I try not to impose on anybody. This is some damage that was in Ozark, Missouri. This was one of the entrances to the subdivision that got hit pretty bad. This was one of the houses that it skipped over, and then it hit those houses back there that you just seen. This was on the other side of the road. This was police sitting here. Now this was the subdivision that I talked about in my other video, that was right behind our hill at our homestead. My sister's hand. I switched to the window, so sorry if you guys can't see very well. We did have a purpose for going into town. We needed some feed, so we weren't just driving around to be in the way. Here in a little bit we'll turn around, you guys will get to see it again. There's a lot of roof damage, a lot more than the drone footage had showed. This is where it this is where it started. Actually, behind us, across the street from this, there was some trees down in a pasture. So they think it started there and jumped through this neighborhood. This is us coming back. Same neighborhood, but we're just going back the other way. We're going back towards home. There was a lot of people, a lot of traffic, so we were trying our best just to get through, so that's why we're not slowing down or anything. We didn't want to be a nuisance to anybody, and we didn't want to be anybody's way or be disrespectful. We were fortunate that we didn't get hit, and we did not want to be disrespectful to the ones that were not so fortunate. As you can see right here, this part of the neighborhood didn't seem to get much damage at all. The sky is looking pretty gloomy still. This was the day after, so this was May 1st. There's some police cars going on back there. And this is where it touched back down, did some more damage again. We've seen people outside in their yards cleaning up, and it made us feel pretty bad. There's not much we can do to help, but it made our hearts hurt for them. That one's got a lot of damage. I believe they said there was 100 houses damaged in this storm in just our Ozark and Rogersville towns. Here we're switching over. This one's down our street pretty much. We did not know about this. That was a completely destroyed barn or house. There was nothing left of that one. We didn't even know about these. We were just driving by in hopes that we could avoid more traffic, and this is what we seen. A whole tree uprooted. They said it was a EF1 tornado that came through. Switching over to my husband's side. That house right there had a whole tree falling on it. Looks like they had just rolled it off and put the tarp. And my husband is amazed that there's a shed upside down in the backyard back there. And then we'll come up onto some houses that we are like, oh, good thing they didn't get, right there. Good thing they didn't get hit, because it's beautiful big houses. That's another one. And I'm sorry if you hear rumbling going on behind this voiceover. It is storming again. That one just had some roof damage, it looks like. People are getting on this fairly quickly. I see people already putting shingles back up. I guess you have to at your home. Now this was just some trees that were down. This is up a different road. This is Rogersville. heading towards Springfield. This is going by much quicker. I've slowed it down because, again, we did not want to cause traffic or to be disrespectful to anybody. So if it looks kind of blurry, we're going at the 50 miles an hour speed limit. You see some trees down there. They're leaning over from the wind. This area was just completely gone. This was a couple days later, so they've cleaned up a lot. Here in a little bit you'll see a house that had a whole tree fall on it, and there's a power line. Here it is coming up. There's a power line guy in there, and they had just cleaned it off. And then the house next door had nothing to do. I mean, it was completely fine. Alright, thank you for watching.